We're getting to the Christmas period, and the best gift I could get would be a semi-final in the Carabao Cup. Can we pull it off today? Let's find out, boys. Hello all, MikeRo Munch here. Welcome to another episode of my FM19 Aston Villa save. Today we have got a Carabao Cup quarter-final against Brighton from the Premier League, and following up a big game in the Championship where we take on third place Swansea. As you can see, we are top of the table, absolutely flying. And as usual, when we're off camera, things are really good. We're just a bit camera shy. Since the 3-2 defeat in the Second City derby away at St Andrews, which still riles me. We beat Brentford 2-0, Millwall 1-0, Stoke 2-1, Barnsley 4-2, and then just recently off the back of a 1-1 draw with Hull. Marco Tunalo getting 3 goals in the Barnsley game. His first hat-trick for the Cup, and I think it might actually be the first hat-trick for Aston Villa in the save. The boy has done brilliantly so far. As you can tell, he is top of our goal-scoring charts with 14 goals and 3 assists in 25 appearances. Not bad at all. Like I said, leading the way today is our game against Brighton in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. We've done brilliantly to get there. The problem I've got is, do we prioritise this or the league? Because the game against Swansea is such a big game, I've got a lot of players that are quite tired and could probably do with a bit of resting. Badiashiel's only at 90% conditioning, so is Conor Hurricane. Harry Wilson's at 82, so there's no way he can play today. And this is also the new sort of formation that we are playing at the moment as well, to give us a little bit more defensive solidity at the back. The 3-2-5, or whatever you want to call it, was going very well, but I think teams had started to figure it out a little bit. Because we're away from home, I am going to go with this formation. Harry Wilson is not going to play. So, because I have had to make a couple of changes due to, fitness concerns, we are looking a little bit more like this. It's still a 4-3-3 holding formation. Kalinic is in goal. Taylor, Chester, Mai and Gilbert are the back four. John McGinn, Henry Lansbury and Mila are in there today. Actually, I'm going to swap Mila and John McGinn. That looks a little bit more like it. Pelé Maria shifting out to the left-hand side today to play on that left-hand wing. Adoma's on the right and Tuminello is up front. So we've had to move Harry Wilson, Badiashiel and Conor Hurricane down to the bench just to try and keep them fit for the Swansea game. Rotation is now going to be key for me over this Christmas period. I have no idea how we're going to do against Brighton. Where are they in the table then? How are they doing? They are 8th in the Premier League at the moment, so they are playing absolutely out of their skin. Who is their best player at the moment then? Pascal Gross is their best player, as you'd expect. So is Davy Proper, apparently, and Anthony Knockout, all of them having very good seasons. So players to watch out for sure. They're playing a 4-4-1-1 classic Chris Hughton, which we like. It's a shame he got sacked in real life. Completely undeserved, in my opinion. I mean, what do Brighton expect? With the greatest respects, you know, what do you expect with the budget that he's got, and just, you know, and to survive in the Premier League with that team, I think is an incredible feat, and he's been treated awfully. I've just realised I've told the boys I expect to win, and that seems a little bit stupid. But away we go. Come on, can we cause an upset? We can get into the semi-finals. It'd be massive, mainly because we'd just be playing a big team and it would get some excitement going. And obviously the TV revenue that comes with that would be... It all helps, do you know what I mean? It all helps. Financially, we're not in the best position we've been in since the start of the save. So we need to go up this year from a financial point of view, because I'm not sure I could keep moving the team around as well. I don't have like a really big player to sell, to generate the transfer income that I need. Like last year, obviously we sold Jack Grealish. I don't have another Jack Grealish available this year to sell in order to generate the funds I'd need to probably get us that Premier League quality. If we qualify for the Premier League, if we get promoted to the Premier League, then I can spend the money properly and really work on the side. It's not been a bad start from us, actually. Nearly 25 minutes in, and you could argue we've been the better team. We've had the only shot on target. We've got more of the ball. Brighton seems to be struggling to get out of their half a little bit. This is not a bad start, boys. They've got Martin Odegaard. I didn't realise that. Oh no, is that Damari Gray? He is very good on this game. Damari Gray bends it just wide. You can see why they're doing quite well, actually. Yeah, they got Odegaards and... See at the back. Oh, okay, they got DeAndre Yedlin. That's a good signing. Odegaard scares me a little bit at the attacking midfielder position. He scares me a little bit. Right, we're on the attack now. Mila into Gilbert. Go on, Gilbert. Whip a good ball in. He finds John McGinn. John. He's going to bend this. McGinn. Oh, just wide. A good effort from John. I tell you one thing I don't want is that I do not want extra time. That is the last thing that we need. I do not need extra time, and I do not need penalties. Odegaard, lovely switch to the player there into Damari Gray. He dances around a few players, bends it just over the bar. He's looking a little bit threatening, is Damari. We've not really offered much as an attacking threat, I have to say. Bernardo throws the ball into Odegaard. We've got 1 minute of added on time. So is there going to be a goal before half time? It looks like there's going to be a chance. Gross. Back to Chancellor and Bemba. He's got plenty of time in Bemba to pick out a good ball, but he's just played it safe to Pascal Gross into Odegaard. We've got a good shape here. I'm liking our shape. And that's great play by Maria. He's nicked the ball off his player. That's not the best pass, though. And, yeah, no, the ball, well, the move kind of comes to an end. Their player had a chance to play a really good pass, though he didn't. But that's loose from Odegaard. Albert Adoma. It looks like it's going to be our chance. To Minello. To John McGinn. Oh, he's hit it wide. That was the chance. He could have taken a touch. Oh, John, why didn't you take a touch, mate? Oh, we've arguably had the best chance of the half just before half time. Will we regret that? Probably. I'm going to say I've been happy with your performance so far. Keep it up. But I have got one eye on the Swansea game this weekend. So I'm going to take off Pelé Maria. And it's weird, I know. But I'm going to bring Russian Hitler Murphy out to the left-hand side. I think he's got the ability to play there. He's got all the attributes you need to play there. And I'm also going to maybe rest up John McGinn. Yeah, I'm going to rest up John McGinn. I'm going to bring on Reece Oxford. And then we're going to put Reece Oxford as the deep line playmaker in the defensive, and then move Mila a bit further forward, but swap him with Lansbury. So now Lansbury is the box-to-box midfielder, and Mila is the deep line playmaker. We've had a really good shape, and we've really restricted Brighton, so I'm quietly quite content with how we've played. It's just a case of like now kind of like nursing the squad through this. I need to try and rest up some of my players. Minello I might have to take off and give him a rest, even though his physical stats are brilliant. His stamina is superb, and his natural fitness. What a finish that is from Lewis Dunk. Well, actually, I think it was Chancellor and Bemba, but it came off Dunk and went in. We're 1-0 down. It's a little harsh, but at the end of the day, like I said, I'd much rather lose in 90 minutes than go to extra time. It looked like extra time was on the cards, and it's just a deflection. Actually, it's not the best of finishes ever. It's just a deflection off Lewis Dunk and goes in. Unlucky for the boys. It's not over yet. Right, I'm going to take off Marco Tuminello, and I'm going to bring on Luca up front, see how he gets on, play him as a target man. We've not really seen that much of him, but he has scored when he's come on, actually, as Panagiotis Luca. I think that's his first name. If I keep pronouncing it correctly, I'm very impressed with myself, which is not something I can often say for me. Kyle, back to Pascal Gross. You can see that there's, like, gaps here. Like, the wing-back, they've pushed the full-backs really high. Maybe I got it wrong in terms of like going for the inside forwards. I'm not 100% sure, but we played okay. We've combated well, and Locadia makes it 2-0. That is it. Game over. It's his third goal of the season. We've acquitted ourselves well today. I wanted to see it as a test against a Premier League side, and considering that it's not even our real first team lineup, I think we've acquitted ourselves pretty well. And it gives me a bit of hope that next year, hopefully when we'll be in the Premier League, that we can survive. It's just the depth, I think that's the problem. I'm not sure we've got enough depth even in the Championship, so there's going to have to be a lot of investment over the summer. I'm looking very far ahead at the moment. It's just over Christmas, but I'm going very confident that we're going to get promoted this year. I have to, because if we don't, I'll be out of a job, because I said we were going to get promoted. That's it. 2-0 to Brighton. Can't argue with it. A very good performance on their part. I'm going to say unlucky boys. Would have been nice to win today, but it just wasn't on the cards. Boys are okay with that. I'm okay with it. We did alright. Some good news that I heard of youth development is saying about how well Pelé Maria is coming on, and you can tell actually he's been very decent this season. His stats are going up as well. Hopefully we'll see some of these 14s turn to 15s very soon. He's been very good for us this year. He's a little bit out of form at the moment. He's playing at 6.77. But ultimately, he's not doing too bad. He's just below a 6.8, which, considering he's never played in English football, I'm quietly quite happy with. Third versus third. Aston Villa versus Swansea. Can we chalk up another win? We're actually unbeaten against Swansea in our saves so far. I'm hoping if we can come out again unbeaten today, it'll put some very good stead going forward. It's these big games at the moment that are kind of defining the season. We're not going to change the shape for today. Pelé Maria apparently is quite jaded and needs a rest, so I'm going to keep him sat on the bench for the time being. We can bring him on if required. But at the moment, we've got Kalic in goal, Taylor, Badiashile, Mai and Gilbert. So Badiashile comes back in for James Chester today. Mila, McGinn and Hurricane make up our midfield three, with Mila playing as the defensive midfielder in there. Adoma's on the left, Harry Wilson returns in on the right-hand side, and Marco Tuminello leads the line up front. I'm very wary of Swansea's ability to cause problems, which is why I'm playing our 4-2-3-1 today, or whatever you want to call it, the 4-3-3 holding. Obviously, we're going to have to keep an eye out for Daniel James. It was absolutely rapid and looking like he's moving to United in real life. Borja Baston as well is a very decent player at this level, and we need to try and keep an eye on him. But Badiashile and Mai put together, they've been very good this season. I'm going to get aggressive with the boys. I expect to see a much better performance today, even though I don't, because I think we played just fine against Brighton, but it's always good because it definitely gets the boys fired up and motivated. We'll go with that. I am going to show Daniel James onto his weaker foot. Right, away we go. Can we chalk up a big win? Villa Park has been not the fortress I would like it to be this season. It's been a little bit off. The majority of points that we've lost have actually come at Villa. We've only lost one game away from home. Other than that, oh yeah, no, and we drew against Hull. So really, we've only lost, what's that, 5 points away from home. So the rest of it has all come at Villa Park, which is rather disappointing considering last year we made it an absolute fortress. I don't really know what's changed this year, but I don't, you know what I'm like, I don't like losing points at home. And they have a corner here as James whips it in. Good save by Kalinic there. I'm not sure who hit the header. I think it might have been Tim Ream, who they've obviously signed from Fulham. I can see a really good run out on the right hand side there. I think Harry had made a really good run and we chose not to pick him out. It makes its way to him eventually. Marco Tuminello has made a brilliant run if Harry can find him, and he has. Tuminello, straight at Mulder. Unlucky, but it's good stuff there. Nice end-to-end bit of play. Good break from the corner. 10 minutes to go till half time, still very quiet. Swansea actually dominating the game a little bit more than I'd like. They seem to be making more chances when they're on the ball, so maybe we're lacking a little bit of that creativity that player Maria brings us. I will need to try and fix that as Mai nicks the ball off of Borja Baston, and now Hurricane to John McGinn, Adoma. We just need to be clinical. We don't need to have loads of chances. I just want us to be clinical. Adoma, oh my god, what an effort that is. Unlucky, mate. Good effort, but not quite what I had in mind. It was sceptical to say the least, viewers. But close. My old enemy, the sun. He says, come out. Right now. So 0-0 at half-time. Not the most exciting game ever. And I'm going to say, certainly, I'm far from pleased with what I've seen. It's not brilliant. I mean, obviously, I'd take a draw. I would take a draw. There's just so many things we can do so much more. I'm going to take Lewis Miller off, and I'm going to play a little bit fruity here. We're going to get a little bit fruity. We're going to go and bring on Player Maria. I fancy us to win this game. We can win this game. Harry Wilson's not having his best day today, only playing at 6.4, which is very unlike him. He's been really consistent all season, but he's got that bit of magic stardust that even when he's not playing well, he can just conjure something out of nothing to get us a goal, and I need a little bit of that today. We're bringing out the kamikaze formation, 3-2-5. I reckon we can win this. I think we can win this. Boys are really motivated. Come on, just use that motivation for 1 minute of magic. We just need a moment. Just someone to step up and make themselves a hero. Come on, we've got just over 6 minutes. This game has been absolutely trash. It's just been a big old midfield battle. And I don't think there's going to be. It looks like the rest are going to blow up for a very disappointing 0-0. And I'm sorry, viewers, it's not been the most exciting episode today. It's not a bad result, but it's not what I was hoping for. I'm going to say simply put, that was not good enough. I do expect better from the boys than that. That was so poor. So we've got Sheffield United and Bristol City coming up, so I might be able to rest some of our players for those games, and Charlton as well. I think we should probably be able to rest them up for those. We've also got an FA Cup third round against Tottenham, so we're definitely going out of that. I'm just wondering where we come back. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for Blackburn and Reading. Blackburn because we can gain vengeance on them for that last minute equaliser in the 3-3 draw. And then we can play Reading because they're not too far off in the Championship either. I think they're doing quite well. Yeah, they're 6th and obviously Blackburn are 2nd. So it makes sense that West Ham have now crept into the playoff conversation. But yeah, I think those fixtures sound good. So in the next episode, we will come back 4 games against Blackburn and Reading, which is just after February. If I make any signs in the January transfer window, obviously you will know about it. One thing that has been confirmed, actually, I forgot to mention, is that Henry Lansbury is leaving. He is going to Sunderland for £2.5 million. He just wasn't getting in the side, and all he's done is bitch and complain for the last 2 seasons, and frankly, I'm pretty sick of it. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Sorry for the lack of goals. If you have enjoyed it, then please do like, share and subscribe, and until I see you in the next episode, which hopefully will go some way to finding out where we finish in the table, stay cool.